So what's the difference between platforms like CrowdStreet, Fundrise, things like that, the crowdfunding real estate sites or equity capital sites versus a single sponsor like a Grant Cardone at Cardone Capital or any other syndicator or sponsor raising money for a real estate deal or for a business acquisition or growth capital? What are the main differences? So sites like CrowdStreet, Fundrise, those crowdfunding platform sites for real estate especially, those will generally have multiple sponsors and they have a couple of ways for you to invest. So sometimes they run their own fund where they invest across multiple sponsors and multiple deal types. So it's almost like a REIT and they manage it for you and you invest in that fund. So they may have a fund that's broken up between office, retail, multifamily, self-storage, industrial, or they might have a fund that's broken up over multiple sponsors. So they kind of select the types of deals and sponsors and types of properties and class of properties that they will invest for you and you invest in that fund. Or you can just go on their platform and choose from the different deals and the different sponsors depending on what you want to get into. So Fundrise, CrowdStreet, platforms like that have a bunch of different sponsors and a bunch of different types of deals and properties for you to invest in versus a sponsor like Cardone Capital, a real estate syndication firm like Cardone Capital that basically does one thing, which is multifamily, and you invest with that sponsor in their deals, one deal at a time. So that's the main difference between a crowdfunding site, crowdfunding platform, and a sponsor, single sponsor like a Grant Cardone at Cardone Capital or anybody else out there that's raising capital for real estate deals. Somebody asked me specifically about Cardone Capital versus CrowdStreet and those other funds. And I work with a lot of real estate syndicators that raise money to do investment deals. You can find them on my website if you're looking for good qualified sponsors to invest with. I've got them listed on my website as well. These are people that I've coached and mentored and are solid operators growing and scaling their portfolio. And they're always looking for qualified investors that to invest in their deals with them. And they have opportunities all over the country, different areas, different spaces. Most of them are multifamily, some do commercial, office, self-storage as well. So that's the main difference right there between the crowdfunding platforms and single deal sponsors.